Hello and welcome back to Frühling, our Let's Play series on FS22. As you can see, we are now already into the canola field. I wanted to get it started as soon as possible. We do have some sun coming for the rest of the day, which is quite nice, as you can see in the forecast there. But we do have our July well underway, as we had already harvested our oat in field 15. Nice thing about that is we do get some straw from that, so we'll keep some of it, but as we've done with the straw from before, is that we'll actually just keep it, a little bit of it, but we'll actually ferment a lot of it to become silage that we can sell in the future, and that'll just increase our overall money coming in, which is brilliant. We don't really have that much to upgrade. I suppose we could eventually upgrade like a what do you call it, a tractor or something. I mean we could, but don't know what we should be spending money on, as we are nearing the end. I say that every time, but really there's so much sugar to produce cake. We're just going to keep farming like normal until we are out of sugar. Once we're out of sugar, we'll assess at that time, but we'll have loads of cake to sell in this December, so we'll have even more money coming in. So really, if you think about it, we could have kept our other productions like the grapes and all that, and cereal and that, but yes. Oh, very quickly, before we carry on with this, I do want to just show you what happens when you sell a field that has vines in it. Right, here we are, just over here. This used to be our vineyard. We were going to extend the whole thing, but look, so they basically take all of the stuff out. Oh wow, I can't go through though. It acts as if it's still there. Anyways, it's not. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, that they just did that. Not sure how he's getting a harvester in there, but no matter. And back to the harvesting. Right, so before we break off into a lovely little time lapse, the nice thing about canola as well is that we might have to empty the hopper one time, if at all. Yeah, we're at 2,000 litres now, so we will have to do it at least once, but this will bring in a lot of canola oil, which will be brilliant for selling. What else I was going to say about these fields? So we've got 3 large fields. We've got this one, number 7. We've got 13, which is our first bigger field, and then we have 15, which is our most recent one. So 15 we just harvested the oat, 13 we just harvested the barley. What my plan is I've decided that since we're focusing on flour production, I believe that's one thing that we really will need loads of, and if we make too much we can just make bread. I think this particular field that I'm harvesting now, I will drill barley in. The reason I'm going to put barley in, yes, we'll get straw, and it's a lot of straw and that, but the nice thing is, with this field, it is very even, very straight up and down, so it makes collecting the straw a very easy job, especially with the new windrower that we have. It's just very easy to go up and down create massive swaths along here that we can collect with the loading wagon. The other 2 fields are a bit more awkward as far as like harvesting and all that, so I'm actually going to put in sorghum. The reason I'm going to do sorghum is, one, I think I harvested sorghum one time many episodes ago. I want to say in like the first 5 or 6 episodes I had a sorghum field, actually just here behind us. Actually, I did own that field at one time. I believe there was sorghum in when we harvested it the first time. Anyways, the plan is field 13 and field 15 are going to be sorghum, primarily for creating flour. However, the other nice thing about sorghum is that chickens can eat it. My plan though is to put barley into this field so that we can feed that to the chickens and keep the sorghum for the flour, which I do believe is the overall best option for creating flour, because you're not getting straw from it, so you're getting a better yield, I think, to put towards the flour. I could be wrong, but that is the plan anyways, and then the barley is the better off option for chicken food. So we are at about 50% of the hopper here now. We are going to, now that we've done a headland run, we will go up and down until we have a full hopper, and then we'll go and grab the Fent and Flegel trailer and get it emptied out of the combine. Right, well, as you can see ahead of us here, we have just a small bit of this canola left to harvest. Other than that, I believe we did pretty well get everything nicely done, and didn't take all that long as well. I'm wondering, are we... Oh yeah, we won't hit 100%. We almost did. We almost had 2 full combine loads. That's brilliant. Actually, before we do finish, I just wanted to double check. Was it at... Oh, was it not fully fertilized? Strange. It's showing that it wasn't fully... Oh, it's hard to see under there anyways. I will have to take word for it, but just looking at this last little bit, it says 54%. Anyways, nevertheless, I know I did fully fertilize it, so that's silly. And done. Beautiful. Right, we'll swing on over to the trailer here, and then we can unload, and we can bring the canola that we've freshly harvested all the way down to the mill. Get that canola oil production started again. Right, very quickly though, I should have a look. Right, we have field 15, 13 and 7. Those are the 3 biggest fields on the map. I'm just thinking, because I did say that my intention was to have field 7 as barley, 13 and 15 as sorghum, which leaves none of our fields available for canola. Now, we don't need to do canola, and I think that what we have here is ample. We've got loads of it. Oh, we'll get that folded up. There we go. Where's my trailer? Oh, I must have left the trailer at field 13. Right, we'll collect all that later on and give it a very well-deserved little bit of a shower as well. Same with the Fent, actually. Right, we'll see you at the windmill. Alright, we will... Excuse me. Why are you out of your pen, Mr. Chicken? Or Miss Chicken, I suppose? Mrs. Chicken? Not too sure. Definitely not Mr. Chicken. There's only one Mr. Chicken. Right, okay, let's get this lined up somehow. We do have the oat flour in full swing at the moment. And now we have canola oil as well underway. Canola's going in. Here, let's have a look. So, we have oat flour in production. We had about 15,000 litres, I believe it was. So that should produce nicely, approximately 19,000 litres of flour. Now we have canola in. It is 2 to 1, so we'll get approximately, well, about half of that anyways. So activate, and there we go. The thing about the sugar is that we do still have some storing, so we don't want to go ahead and sell the sugar mill right away. But we will eventually. I would like to, at the very end, go through and sell all the productions we own, all of the animals, all of everything. I want to sell everything and just see what our grand total is at the end. But I'm very excited to sell our cake. Right, so everything right now is lined up beautifully. Once we have, like, as far as the 2 to 2 to 2 thing, once we get milk in, the reason I reckon the reason that flour is so much more of a capacity is because you can also make bread, and it's 2 to 1. So really, that would be lots of flour. Like this would only make, 3,000 liters of bread, but for our cake, it's 2 to 2 to 2 to 2, as I've said a million times. We are continuously producing cake, which is brilliant. The strawberries are underway, they are distributing, but we can get that changed around later on. Actually, here, let's do this. Put it to storing, and then they will all... Right, that's fine. So that means we'll have to pick some up, but that's alright. The straw is running low, but let's keep producing. We still got straw in the oat field to pick up, which is probably going to be the next task. That or spreading slurry, because we do have loads of slurry here, and loads of slurry. Actually, that might be the next thing. No, we'll do the straw first. So we'll get that. Oh, hello. We'll get that get that all sorted. I'll put the trailer away here. Oh, actually, should probably head on down to the petrol station, because we are nearing the end of our current fuel situation for the Fent. Right, so we'll do that. We'll run down to get some fuel. We'll come back up here. We'll grab the massive new Cronus Swadro wind rower. We'll hop into field 15, very quickly tidy that up, make some nice tight rows, get them collected, and then we can move on to spreading slurry on all 3 of our fields. Right, so since we're here anyways, might as well just get it repaired. I'm not going to repaint it or anything, but we'll get it repaired. £179 for a maintenance fee on the Fent, which is absolutely mental, but had to be done. Now we are all set to go. Before I leave the shop area, I do want to have a look at the sales, and they're still the same as the last time I checked. Right, we'll see you in field 15. Alright, well, this is going to be very similar to field 13, it's just that awkward sort of row, because, I mean, I'm going to try it here. I'm going to go as far to the right as I can do, so that I can try and get this row. Oh, I guess we should turn on the device, the massive piece of equipment. Right, so I'm hoping that this row... Oh no, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Well, anyways, we will get this done in a fairly timely manner. At least I'd like to try and get it done as quickly as possible. Should have probably went around the headland, but no matter. Yeah, we'll probably do the same situation as we did in field 13, where we basically had to put it all into one row, and then put 2 rows into one, and then another 2 into one, once we got those 2 done. So it's a bit of an extra, I guess, as you'd say, faffing about, but it does make for a very nice, easy to collect, and fairly, frankly, massive swath. So it's quite fun, I would say, to watch it all go into one. And really, it's not that bad. The windrowing is actually a fairly relaxed activity, if you will. It's a task, it's a farm task that must be done, but we'll call it a fun activity. Right, so we'll hop straight into this and get it done before you know it. Right, well, we are just now finishing the rowing up of the oat straw. As you can see, and as you've probably seen, well, since we did loads of it, I didn't want to overdo another big time lapse of straw rowing, so I've cut it up into a few time lapses, jump cuts, the whole lot. But as you can see, it's quite the setup. I do look how clean though. It's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very substantial swaths, and then the headland there on the far side. So really, we've done quite the work here, to be honest, to get it to be this much easier to collect. Which, by the way, is the next job. So we will head down to the farm, collect the loading wagon, and then we'll collect the straw with the loading wagon. Alright, well, we're back now with the loading wagon. Just line up with our first row here, our first swath. I am going to try and go in the first person just for fit. Look at that, it's massive. But it's collecting it very well. And I think, look at that, that's incredible. I think having it in first person, believe it or not, actually helps to stay lined up nice, especially since we can go quite rapidly with the loading wagon engaged. But yeah, we can always collect the little bits that are remaining when we are done. There might not be much depending on how rubbish my collecting skills are, but I probably won't put too much of this. I'll do my headland as well here. Too much of this into a time lapse because we just finished a load of loading in the last episode. Same with the windrowing and harvesting and everything. It's been a busy June, July, I'll tell you that. So we will carry on with this, but as I say, it will be a very quick affair, and then we can get along to our slurry spreading, which I am very much looking forward to, doing a double application with our brand new slurry spreader. So we've finally arrived to the end of the straw collecting. In total, we've brought about, well, we've already brought about 4 loads of straw to the silo. That should be fine. Yeah, we're done now. And that equals approximately 128,000 litres of straw, which is, of course, absolutely mental. And we add on another 2,400 litres, so about 130,000 litres of straw have been collected just from that field alone. Translating that to silage is going to be mental. We're going to get lots of cash from that. As you can see, the straw is very high, hay as well, and then silage, what we already have, is just ridiculous. So yeah, now all of the straw is going to be converted to silage. All of the grass will also be converted to silage. Not all the straw, we do need to keep some. But clearly hay is going to be what we use the most. But we can also make hay silage. Absolutely brilliant. So pretty much we can make silage, all silage, and sell it all. That would be a lot of silage. Right, strawberries, production-wise, everything seems to be doing fine. Cake is doing alright. We could have pop down there and check it out. Flour is already, look at that, it's already being moved over to the production. Oh yeah, quite well as well. And we've already got canola oil storing. That's very great. Right, this is still storing. That just means we have to take it down to the bakery. Actually, let's have a quick visit. I just want to see how we're getting on. Everything is still full as could be, I believe, at least. Right, yeah, that'll just continuously fill. We've got loads of sugar here still. I can't see exactly unless I hook up to the trailer, but yeah, loads. Not worried about that whatsoever. So what we'll do... Oh my, there's more cake. Here, we'll just move that there. Let's move these two over there. That should be fine. Oh, alright. Never mind. We've got another one here. Just the one, yeah? Tuck you there. Right, so we're about 350 litres away from another cake, but this is a lot of cake. It's going to be very good. So, 2 of these is about 800, so if we just look to give us an idea, where's the pricing? Cake, right. So as you can see, we're on the low end, well, mid-range of cake. The high end is about 10.5, so I'd say about maybe 96, 95-ish is about 800 litres, so I think we're doing all right there. We'll very quickly pop down to our other productions just to clear some space, because we are going to rest before we do anything else. I was going to go straight into slurry spreading, but I reckon we can do some resting instead. We'll just head down here as well, I believe. Alright, this is a mess. We don't need to worry about that just yet. And I believe we shouldn't have any pallets just yet. Right, about 500 or so away. So what we'll do is we will tuck away the loading wagon here. I suppose we should bring back the harvester and get that tucked away as well. We could do a big washing session in the next little bit. I would still like to rest and head into August, because especially since we're going to be doing all of our slurry in one go, might as well get it done. No reason not to. So I will just very quickly check on the animals, get the slurry spreader hooked up to the Fendt, and let's see, I hope it's not full, because well, I hope it is actually. Of course it is. Right, so we'll get this prepared to... Ooh, this is quite slow. Oh no, we're doing alright. I'm not trying to spend money. I'd like to think, is there anything we actually need to buy? A bigger tractor could be something we buy, but not necessary. Right, I'm just going to line this up, get it ready to go, because we are going to do field 7 first thing, just because it's the furthest away and we can get it done. Right, so I'll have a look at all the animals, and then if everything checks out, then I will see you next time in August. Good morning and welcome to August. Right, we have our property maintenance, all that. The animals were fine as of last night. Eggs are coming in. Let's just have... Oh, hello. Look at that. We've got some canola oil ready. Right, so before we begin, I just want to check. Right, so our meadows are back to ready to harvest, which we won't harvest this month, but we will look at in September. We're in August now. Right, so we're in August, which means we can drill canola, but we won't. Canola we are not going to do this year. We'll just process what we can and sell what we can of the oil, and our main focus will be barley in September for a nice winter crop, but then come April is when we'll put in sorghum, and look how quick that is. We drill the beginning of April, we're harvesting in the beginning of August. That's so a year now, a year from this month, we'll be harvesting sorghum and getting it turned to flour, really. Right, we will head down to field 7. Now that's very interesting, this, because we could use that to sell silage, because we'll have loads of it. That's the only purpose I could think of using that. On the other hand, we'd have to purchase a lorry to go along with it. And right now, these are our only options, so it would obviously be this one. But that just doesn't seem fully worth it at this time, although we would make that money just because it's in the sale. That's the only reason I'm tempted by it. We don't need it. We really don't need anything else for this series. So we're just going to keep on enjoying it until we have loads of money from cake, and then we'll just spend it on something silly later on. Potentially. Right, okay, we're just about field 7. We will get the slurry underway. I don't want to necessarily make a big slurry session out of it, because we do have 3 fields to do. Alright, we should probably get the combine out of here. This 15,500 is going to go very quickly. I should just have a look though to ensure that we've got. We should have enough if I do double application on all the fields. Let's have a look at the cows. Ah, they're maxed out. Okay, if we can't do double application on 3 fields with over 100,000 litres of slurry, then I'm concerned. They're not small fields, but they're not massive fields either, really. Okay, well, let's just begin and see how far we get. I should also ensure that I have double application enabled. Where are we here? Activate. Alright, it's activated. And we will get it lowered and started. Right. Well, this will take some time. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'd like to ensure that I get it all nicely lined up, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Right, well, we're on our way at a whopping 8 kilometers an hour. A beautiful day. I didn't even comment on how absolutely beautiful the day is. Now I'm looking at the day and I'm missing bits, but that's fine. As you do. Miss a bit here, miss a bit there, not a problem. Surprisingly, I feel like it's not consuming as much as I thought it would in the beginning. Come on, get over. Just a bit. Right, there we are. Right. Well, this is actually quite a nice, peaceful drive. Very slow, but very effective. Very effective, actually. Right, look at that. Look at how it works really, really well. Can we hit the end of this before 50%? That would be ideal. That would be perfect, actually. If we can... Come on! Can we reach the end? It'll be very close. Oh my goodness. We're going to make it. 50%. Oh, nearly. Right, no matter. That would have been just too good if we had. Right, let's line ourselves up here with... Oh, just go this way. Get our dribble bar. Actually, at this rate, instead of crashing into all the trees, let's try and go down and see if we can make it to the end somehow magically. Oh, I've hit it again. Right, I have a new idea. Fold up. Right, and let's do this headland bit because it's a bit in the way. Well, the trees are in my way, that's all. Lucky I'm doing forestry on another series, mate, or I'd knock that tree right down. Only joking. Right, and we'll carry on the double application this way. Right. It does seem to be terrible because of how slow it is, but when you think of the fact that we are putting in 2 applications of fertilizer at once, it's pretty impressive. And the fact that this was essentially just a free byproduct of the cows pooping. They're going to poop anyways, might as well take advantage. Right, let's see if we can get down to the combine or not. We'll have to move it out the way regardless. But just to ensure that everything is working nicely, get to field 7, fertilize, look at that, nice dark blue, perfect. Right, we'll get lined up, we shall get the harvester out of the way, and then we'll just keep spreading our slurry. Right, well, here we are just at the end of just about the end of fertilizing field number 7. Just want to complete this bit. There we are, and okay, that's enough. So, I see that we have this mist bit in the middle. I'm not going to run a slurry spreader over it because it would be a waste. I am going to fertilize it, but not with the slurry. I actually have probably just enough manure left with the small vineyard manure spreader and the Landini, our lovely Landini, would be the perfect tool for that job. Basically what I can do is I can set that to a double application, have it... Right, we should have stopped at the farm, but that's fine. We'll use what we have in here first. Oh, I forgot the trailer over here. I've got to come pick that up soon. Anyways, yes, we will get the Landini set on that. There's no rush for any of this, really. I'm just getting my fields prepared for when they do need to be drilled. And if I can get it done all in one go, then I shall do. Right, so the first here, we'll just start this now. The first bit of slurry that was put down on field 7 equaled approximately 30, maybe about 40 to 45,000 litres of slurry for that one field, which means that after this field we should be very conscientious as to how much is left for field 15. The reason being is we might not be able to do a double application on that field, which is fine, absolutely fine. Because we will produce more slurry in the long run, or we could do a double application, not finish it fully, and then go back again, finish what we missed with the rest. So I haven't decided yet fully. Again, not vitally important to get it all done in one go, but the whole reason for doing the double application is to do so. So we shall see. We shall see. Right. Well, we will carry on with the time-lapse / jump cut slurry session. Get this last bit done, and then we can head back to the farm, get some more slurry. Well, we're just nearing the end of finishing up field 13 and spreading slurry on it, and we are just about, it's just about made to measure that. Well, just about. Never going to be perfect. It's alright. I will just get this stretch here. If I don't have to bring the manure spreading Landini down, then I will not. I will for the other field, absolutely. It just makes sense. We have some manure left, and we have that manure spreader, which I have not returned. Right, I did miss these two little bits, but that's fine. Don't want to waste too much. Right, so now, when I was filling up the slurry tanker here, I did empty one of the cow barns, which is mental a bit. So, from what we have in the tank, which is just over 10,000 litres, plus 32, I think it's going to be very close. Well, let's have a look. Right, so 7, so that will be dealt with the manure spreader. What could happen, actually, is I might take the slurry spreader down to 15, do as much as I can, and then just do the same thing I do with field 7 and bring down the Landini and the manure spreader. If we happen to run out of solid cow poop before we finish fertilizing, then we'll just wait till slurry's back in stock, I guess you could say, when the cows decide to produce some more. So Right, we are coming here now to 15 already. Very close. These fields are all very, very close together, which is very nice. We will... Probably should have started down there, but that's fine. We'll start right here, and off we go. This is where I first used this slurry spreader, is in this exact field. Wasted about 10% of it, actually right there, without realizing that it was actually engaged, which is a bit annoying, but now we know better, and we are on our way. Well, this is the very last bit of slurry that we have. There's about 2,500 litres remaining. I must have really underestimated either the size of this field or my slurry spreading skill, but that 32,000 plus what was in the tank didn't go as far as I thought, really, and we're out. So we've officially run out of slurry. We have not finished the field. Blimey, look at these wonky lines. Might have to hire in a contractor next time. Right, let's have a look here at... That's not bad, but at least we have the double application. So what I might do is, well, 7, absolutely, I will get the Landini in there to clean that up. And then for 15, I'll either wait until the cows have produced more slurry, which they already are. Look at that. There's already we've only emptied that not long ago, and they do need to be fed as well. Chickens are fine. Horses are good. Ooh, they could use some hay. We'll bring hay to the horses as well, and yeah, happy days. We'll head back to the farm. Alright, well, we are back now, and the cows are fed, so we're just going to fill this up with hay to bring to the horses. So we have had a very, very busy, a very productive episode indeed. They all tend to be, especially now as we're kind of, I guess, heading towards the end of it all. We're trying to, well, I'm trying to get as much action packed into each episode as possible, while maintaining the integrity of the whole program. Right, so the horses here are going to get their lovely, lovely hay. They do have loads of oats now, not more than they need, but they've got loads of base food, and as long as the base food is there and the hay, then they are fine. Blimey, did they take it all? Ah, right. I did forget. This won't fill. It's a total, so this plus this is that, right? Alright, that's no worries. We still have lots of hay in the trailer, and we have our beautiful horses here. We can actually sign off with a lovely view of them frolicking around and having a great time. Look at that. You having fun? You having fun? Yeah, the cows as well. Yes. Oh, hello. Hello there. Oh my. Oh, you want to ride? Right. Alright. That's enough fun. Right, well, thank you so much for watching this very busy episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. And, oh my, another one wants to go for a ride. Here, we'll just stand on the fence here, I suppose. Stay away from them. Right, once again, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care. And bye for now.